I have decided that you're never really done with a build on your camper or tiny house or whatever you're doing. If you've been following along for any length of time, you've been seeing the build series on this box truck. It's a 2014 GMC Savannah Cutaway with a big old box in the back, 16 foot plus foot box, 16 foot officially, it's like 16, 4.5. We did a trip in early June and went over to the other side of the state, more or less, here in Wyoming. And then we went back to our home base in Gillette, and we decided, let's knock out some things that we need to fix. One thing we had to fix was electric. We had some solar problems going on, so we got that resolved. And so we've been cramming along, and we were supposed to go camping last week, and we ended up with work. So we did a day trip instead, but we had to be in town on Wednesday, right in the middle of the week. Messed up our travel plans, our camping plans. So we decided to bump it back to this week. So Wednesday, today, we finally went out and headed up into the mountains. We're in the Bighorn Mountains right now. Found a lovely, lovely spot. You can see behind me here, great camping spot. We kind of have, we're in the middle of nowhere. Our neighbors are a bunch of cows down here. That's pretty much all we got for neighbors. And the road kind of dead ends up here. There's some in-holdings, a few houses up the road, and there's nothing after that. We're on the edge of the Forest Service where there are signs, several signs around. We're within the signs. We know we're in a safe spot, and we're in what is clearly a established campsite. But as we're working on getting ready to go, I keep doing one more thing and one more thing and one more thing. I wanted to get at least one window in. We didn't have to. I wanted to do that. That went pretty good. So then I thought, well, that was the one by my workspace area, my desk area as well. Let's put one on the other side, quick like, over the kitchen. We'll have better cross ventilation because there was so much air and light came through with the one window. I wanted to do the second. And well, wouldn't you know it, I got carried away and decided to put the bedroom windows in. So we put 4 windows in. And then I was tweaking some other minor electrical things, running cable and stuff, and it just never ends. I mean, last night, finally, I'm like, okay, I gotta quit. It's in better shape than it was last time, and we had a great camping trip, so it's fine. It's gonna be okay. But there's never an end of things to do. There's always one more project. So what's the point of all that? Well, one thing, I guess, just sharing an anecdote and letting you know we're out camping in some great scenery here, and there's going to be some videos coming from this location. But the other thing is hopefully a little encouragement if you're thinking about doing a build out, or you're trying to rebuild or refit a camper or whatever. You know, don't go easy on yourself, because you're never going to have it all the way done. So our approach anyways is to get it usable and then take it out and camp. And we did that, brought it back. Took a little longer than we would have liked to get the second run in, but we're doing it now. And we actually got a lot more done than we'd planned to get done before our second runs. So we're off again, found a nice spot. Should be pretty quiet up here. We've been walking around a little bit, checking it out. We actually parked, we've been sticking to safe roads because we have a larger truck than what we've had in the past. So we want to make sure we don't get jammed up in a situation where the road deteriorates too much or whatever. We play it safe. We found a spot that's easy to access. My folks might come up and visit us tomorrow for a picnic. As I'm recording this, it's supposed to be 100 degrees or better down in the valley, down around Gillette, where they're at. And so they thought they might make a trip to the mountains because it's about 20 degrees cooler up here, at least 15, depending on where exactly you're at, but 15, 20 degrees difference, that really adds up. So it'll be easy for them to get into in their car. So that's cool too. But yeah, great spot. You can see the truck back there behind me, the box van, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to be here for a few days, probably at least, till the weekend. Then we'll take off again, head back into town, do some work, take care of some other things, restock on groceries and all that stuff. And eventually we'll come back out again. The Mormon crickets are out like crazy here up in the mountains. Is that time of year. And check out this view right behind our camp. We're like, our one side of our truck butts up to the forest, and then we got this really cool view out the back, and you can kind of see us through the trees there. These ponderosa forests tend to be thinner than the forest you find in other parts of the country. So you can see a fair ways through them. But there you can see our truck. And if we come over here, I'll take you over here, show you this way. There's an incredible, incredible view and a gap in the mountains over here. And this is looking back to the east towards Buffalo. Is this incredible or what? We already had to stop and take a picture of it because it was such a cool view while we were just out walking around a little. We were seeing if this road, little dirt road we're on, if it goes any further, and if we could get further away from the forest road that we're parked on. Boy, hear the wind going through the trees too. Wow. Anyways, we took a walk to see if we parked in that campsite that was open and took a walk, and there really isn't anything else out here that we could see within a reasonable distance, and the road does start deteriorating. It looks like kind of dead ends over there, and there is another house or two over there. So the Bighorns, it's mostly public land, but there are some private land in holdings here and there, and there's a couple of them over there and another couple up there. So that's we're right on the edge of the forest land, and then there's some state trust land. I don't know if you can see a sign there, but that white sign in the distance, but that starts state trust land, and right past, well, about where I was standing before, right back in those trees, that starts state trust land again. So I think this is state trust land over here, and then you got some in holdings out around. I'm not sure the details, to be honest with you, on state trust land in Wyoming, if you can camp on it or not, or if you have to have special permits or what. A lot of states, when you have state trust land, it is restricted. You can't really camp on it, or else you have to have a special permit, and you can only camp a limited amount of time on it. There's our cow friends again. Looks like the flies are bugging them. We have to put our screens up. We got a good breeze, so that'll help with all of it. But incredible view here, all the way around, right up to our truck up there. But we'll have more videos coming from this location up here in the mountains and from our outing. See what else we get into up here. I know we'll do some hiking and stuff, but beyond that, we'll see what we get into. We're also planning on just some downtime chilling. I got to do a bit of work, but we have solar and we have Starlink. So we have internet. We actually had internet while we were driving around the mountains today because we got the Starlink flat mounted on our roof, and we do have in-motion coverage on our plan, which is pretty cool. We use it rarely. We're thinking we might do some live drives with it though. So maybe we'll do a live drive for you guys on our way out of here or something. If I can get Melanie to drive the big truck. But nice spot up here, and we're glad to be out camping, but it is definitely did have me thinking that it's never done. So sometimes you got to call it good enough and go out and go camping, get out and enjoy the weather. You enjoy, find some nature and scenery and wildlife and cows. Anyway, just a short little video here to share my thought about how you're probably never going to be done with your build, and we know that we're going to do a lot of finish work after we get to use it and try it out. I'll do a video probably while we're here the next few days, give you an update on where things are at with the truck. For those of you who haven't been following along with the whole build series, you know, an update on where things are at. It's in a lot better shape for camping out of, even living out of, than it was last time when we were off in early June. So actually it's pushing 2 months, to be honest with you. It's I'm recording this on August 6th, and that's about when we were out last time. So I guess it's been 2 months. Time flies, busy with work and other things and battling around weather sometimes. And we just ended up, I ended up just doing too many projects, trying to get too many things done. But we've got it really in a good place now. There's a few things I know I'm going to tackle quickly when we get back into town again. But mostly, for the most part, we're getting it to where we can use it and then just putter at some of the little things as time goes on, depending on what we decide is most important and what we actually want to do once we're sure how we're using the truck and if we're using it the way we think we're using it.